G'day collectors, Sci-Fi back again with another action figure review. Of course it's an old one, as you can see in front of me. Yep, I thought to myself I'm not going to be doing any good old T-Mag or The Mandalorian and Grogu reviews or whatever yet. I'll give my assumption later on. Everyone else is doing it right now. Reviewing, critiquing, fighting, arguing, saying what it is. Yeah, I'm going back to the past, back to 1997. And the reason I've got this, right here in front of me, a good old Dewback, or as it was called back in the 1970s, the Patrol Dewback. Yes, so this is a box I managed to pick up from a friend of mine. It's an interesting story. Yeah, it comes in a box. There we go, upside down, Miss Jane. Dewback and Sandtrooper from Power of the Force line back in the 70s. Yeah, a mate of mine at work who has no idea about Star Wars, but he likes going to bidding sites and all that stuff, and he went to a bidding site around here in Canberra, Australia, my workmates, and he'd always come up to me because he has no clue about Star Wars. I mean, he calls lightsabers, and he always refers to Star Wars as the Star Wars. You know, okay, you get where I'm getting. Very much someone who does not watch. And he's always like, "Si, look at this. What's this thing, mate? What's this thing? Is this worth any money?" And half the time I'd go, "Well, not really." Or, should I bid on it and, then resell it? Because that's what he's doing. He's always, he does everything. He'll bid on cars. He'll bid on electrical equipment. Yeah, just to buy it and then resell it, or to buy it for if it's a good price for himself. But anyways, a long story short, he goes, "What about this one? What's this thing worth?" And it was a Dewback with the Sandtrooper from the 70s. And the reason being I was interested is because I tried to buy a second one of these for my Streets of Mos Eisley. And Australia Post freaking lost it, didn't they? I spent multiple phone calls and whatever saying, "Where is it? Here's my tracking number. Here is this. Here is that." And they just went, basically, "Sorry, we have officially lost it." And I'm like, "You dumb fucks." Yeah, but anyway, so I missed out on, I spent about, $50, $60, and it was within regional Australia, it wasn't like an overseas thing, it didn't end up in the Pacific Ocean or whatever. But anyway, he saw this, and "What's this worth?" And I said, "Hey." And he goes, "I'll drop a bid on it, we'll see what happens." And he threw a $20, threw a tomato at it, and that was that. We didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about it, I didn't think about it. And then about a week or two later, I get a call over my work radio, him being the ED wardsman, I being ICU. "Yeah, Whiskey 2, this is Whiskey 3, come meet me in imaging, I've got something for you." And I'm like, "Oh, all right." And bingo bango, there it was, the Dewback. Well, that's the story of why I've now got another Dewback. I do have, there we go. Thanks, Jay, good on you, buddy. Yeah, money paid, money exchanged, and here I have another Dewback, and the best Dewback I've ever made. God, that was nearly a 4-minute rant about how I got it. But hey, Power of the Force. What do you reckon, guys? I love it. There are other versions, of course, the 1970s being a very green-looking thing. It's fairly similar, mould and sculpt. And then this one, of course, and then it's then they did another version which just looked more like a dinosaur, sort of like a Dimetrodon, sort of very longer neck. Again, going into the greens instead of the browns. And there's also the 6-inch version, the Black Series version. I never got it. I wish I did, though, even though it would have taken up a lot of space. That's what it is, yeah, and it's got a bit which can be removed. A lot of playable action, so you can do the... Hang on a minute, where am I? So you move the tail. Does it do it? Yeah, it sort of does. I don't know, maybe if the bit was removed. No, head moves up, legs all move. Got to make sure its legs are all like so it's jaw doesn't drag on the ground. It's pretty cool. And the reason, which was really back in the 90s when I actually picked this one up in 97, was because back in the original Star Wars film, like before the re-editions came out, yeah, you could barely see this thing. There was like basically a model. I think I'll use it in the box. Yeah, the box that it came in was pretty unremarkable. Fell to pieces. But yeah, and that was okay. I didn't care. Everything was intact. I had these little cutout things for... That was an original from the movie program. So it's a pre-production shot. And if you look at the Dewbacks, well, that. There's hair on it. Yeah. That's cool. So you didn't even get a close-up like that in the original Star Wars movie. It was way back in the scene, and then two stormtroopers showed up and, look, sir, droid. Yeah. So now we got that, and of course the newer scenes has more CGI animated Dewbacks, and of course it comes with Sandtrooper. Another one. That was another reason, another big reason why I actually got back into collecting Star Wars back in 96, 95, whatever, when they started making the Power of the Force. Of course, the original vintage did not have a Sandtrooper. There we go, he's got his nice big rifle. You can pull apart, attach it, and the big backpack. This did not come out in TVC, the original. Yep, and there he is. And it's, of course, it's a very strange, yeah, it's a better mould than the original. I mean, look how far we've come. Let's have a look. Alright, so there we go, an original 78. Sort of still looks like it, I mean, and you're getting more detail. That's just weathered to hell. I've tried to do a peroxide wash and whatever you want to call them. You shouldn't do that, actually. People say do that, but no. Deteriorates the plastic and it will go back yellow again, supposedly, after more years of just air exposure, not sun exposure, just oxygen. That's that to that. I'm going to get them to stand up. He doesn't want to stand up. Yeah, typical old school stands up. And then we got that, of course. They do... There we go, he stands up as well. He doesn't stand up because he's got to sit on that. And of course, so there we go. There's your three basic. Of course, there's other figures that have been released in between, but I'm saying they're your three majors. 70s, 90s, and 2020s. Brilliant. Alright. On the side. And of course, he does come, besides the rifle, I reckon this is one of the longest weapons that any 375 figure has come out with. Yeah. It's got to be that. It's just the it's just the thing he holds. It's like, oh, I forget what it was called. If I can remember. There you go. A battle lance. Yeah, that's pretty long. It's nearly twice the height of the actual figure itself. Does fit in the hand, but yeah, my other one does. As I said, I've got this already, but super stoked to own it again. I think the only other 375 figure that came with such a long weapon was probably the IG Lancer droid from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars figures. Don't know. There you go. You get another idea. That's how long this damn thing is. Alright, and this is what I've wanted to do ever since Australia Post lost my other Dewback. Alright, going into some handheld goodness here. And there we go. So I've now expanded my Streets of Mos Eisley. Going all the way back now. Had to give it a bit of a tidy up and a clean. It was very dusty. There we go. Got my little bits and pieces here. I don't think I really need much more. I decided to put, the Dewback there. I didn't really want to show off the face of the helmet. Of course, I put in, if you can see, I put in a few stickers from the canteen, HasLab Cantina. I really didn't want to, but I thought, nah, do it. This is mine. I ain't selling it. Yep, so there we go. It's cool from any angle, even up. You see, so even another, as a propaganda. Empire, join the empire sort of thing. Yep. Also put a sticker on one of the tables. Yeah, just to see. Yeah, it's a Sabak table now. Pretty cool. Yeah. So there we go. I probably only need a few others here, just sort of spread it out now. That's the way it should be. Yeah, spread it out a bit. If there's any custom droid, there is one droid I want. It's like got a football-shaped head, like American Gridiron head, astromech. I'm sure someone on Instagram has made it. I might go talk to my good friend Mr. Jedi 1977 about that, just to complete. Yeah, it's not bad. This is good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, everyone. I don't know what I'm doing next. Figures are being held back for sale, but that's all right. I'm happy with what I got, and we shall see what happens next in my collection. All right. Hopefully some more figures coming up very soon in the next couple of weeks. All right, guys. Yeah, he's cool. I'm glad to have one. Oh, my dog's carrying on now. All right. Well, not my dog. The dog I'm looking after. Anyways, all right. Sci-fi out. And the Force is with you. Always.